What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Today's episode of The Young and the Restless, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I'm gonna tell you, I liked it. I loved it. Victoria. Victoria is how old? Over 40. She acts like such a pissy baby. Like she really does. Like she needs her diaper changed. Like seriously, every time there's a problem, she goes run to daddy. She calls Victor. Oh, I want to see you now. Victoria, grow the hell up, please. You are over 40 with how many kids? Grow up. So many ex husbands? Grow up. Seriously. I think what Victor doing is a test in a way, but it's also smart business. I don't see how Victoria doesn't see it. See, she lets her personal feelings and her ego clout her business sense. Because here's the thing, I don't agree with the method that Victor uses, with the way he goes about things. But hiring Ashley was a smart business move. Brilliant. It was smart. Not only does she know the inside workings of Jabot, but she's innovator of the year. She's been creating fragrances and cosmetics for over 20 years. Um Probably 30 years. And it was a smart business move. As COO of the company, I do feel like Victoria should have been informed. I mean, yeah, she was out of town for one day, but she should have been informed. I feel like Victor definitely should have called her, sent her a text, maybe an email to let her know before she came back so that way she wasn't blindsided. But at the end of the day, that's just how Victor operates. It's on a need to know basis. Whenever he feels you need to know is when he'll let you know. Um, it was brilliant though. Smart business. I mean, to be honest, if I was the chairman and CEO of Newman Enterprises, I more than likely would have done the same thing. I mean, here you got a hot prospect. You're not going to snatch that person up? Of course you are. Ashley's one of the best in the business. She's the best chemist. I mean, she comes up with the dopest fragrances that sells. She made Jabot a fortune over the years. Who wouldn't want that on their team? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I don't agree with his methods. He definitely should have told Victoria because she is chief operating officer of Newman. So, of course, she should have been in the know. But she acts like such a pissy little baby. Like, as soon as she saw Ashley sitting in the seat, she goes whining and complaining, running to Victor. I was like, really, Victoria? Handle it. I mean, I like the way Ashley was smug with her, though. I did like it because when Brash and Sassy was a separate company, it was an independent company. She was so rude to Ashley. She was smug with Ashley all the time, gloating about things all the time. So it's good to see Ashley actually gloat back. You know what I'm saying? I like it. But then, Ashley was like, let bygones be bygones. Let's handle business. Let's be business partners. Ashley doesn't see herself as Victoria's boss. She wants to be business partners, equal footing, kind of like a co CEO in a way, even though they're not CEOs, but still, in a way, they're both, she wants them to work cohesively. She was basically throwing her olive branch. Victoria's sitting there talking about, oh, I'm going to work from home. Really, Victoria? You act like such a pissy baby. All because Ashley wanted to call a staff meeting and make changes to Brash and Sassy. That's a good thing. Brash and Sassy need some changes because Victoria's sitting there talking about, oh, Brash and Sassy is doing well financially. No, it's not. Stop that lying. That company was damn near bankrupt before Victor took it back to Newman. The company was about to file for bankruptcy. Victoria ran that company into the ground and she knows it. She just can't accept failure. That's the problem with Victoria. She refuses to accept failure. You failed at Brash and Sassy. I don't see what's wrong with Ashley coming up with new innovative ideas. That's her job. Chief Innovative Officer. That's her job. To be innovative, come up with new ideas, something that's going to make the company a fortune. That's why Victor hired her. You can call it a bogus job title all you want, but at the end of the day, it was a smart business move. It's a business move I would have made. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep the company fresh, you got to keep it good. Like she just needs to stop whining and complaining to Victor all the time. And I know Victor getting sick of that shit. I know he is. Like whenever Nick and Abby and Victoria whine and complain about stuff, I know he get tired of it. Especially when they were all working at Newman, he gets sick and tired of hearing it. It's like they act like a bunch of pissy babies. Like they're too entitled. You know, way too entitled. And she doesn't see the big picture. And that's what Victor was trying to let her know. Like you have to see the big picture. Like you're complaining about Brash and Sassy and these little divisions. Focus on the fact that he's grooming you to take over the company as a whole, as chairman and CEO. That's what he's grooming her to do. Stop worrying about Brash and Sassy and these other divisions. Like, worry about the bigger picture. Like, you got to stop letting your ego and personal feelings get the best of you. Like, you really do, because that's not smart business. And you're going to run a company into the ground that way. I feel like the best person to run Newman was Adam. Adam was the best person I would have chosen to run Newman, in my opinion. Adam has what it takes. He's like Victor Jr. Hello, his name is Victor Adam Newman Jr. for a reason, because he's the equal of Victor. Many times Victor and Adam did battle. Adam gave Victor a good run for his money a lot of times, more than Victoria ever could. So I'm just saying. So anyway, you know, Ashley, she wanted to call Abby or whatever to get the jump start because she wanted to make sure Abby was on her side at Newman. And I don't see why Abby, Victoria's sitting there talking about she wants, to go down to Paris and get to Abby before Ashley could poison her against her. Ashley doesn't have to poison her daughter against you. Abby already doesn't like Victoria. Where the hell has Victoria been? You haven't noticed that your sister can't stand you? You upstaged her party when you announced that you were coming back to Newman. And you basically took the COO position away from her. She already doesn't like you. So Ashley doesn't have to poison her against you. It's already done. And of course she's going to have her mother's back on this because Ashley's in a position of power now. So why wouldn't Abby gravitate towards her mother rather than Victoria? She'd rather work for her mother than Victoria. Like Victoria's been a bitch to Abby for a minute now. So, you know, I can't say that I blame Abby for being on her mother's side, you know? Um, I really, as far as this relationship is concerned with JT and Victoria, Nick was getting on my nerves today. He really was. Like, Nick has been acting so holier than thou. It's like, get off your damn high horse. Like, he really does act holier than thou. Like, he's better than everybody. He knows this and that. He knows more than everybody. You really don't. Like, you made bad decisions pretty much all your life. He's talking about Victoria and JT moving in together so quickly. Really, Nick? You divorced Sharon and you immediately married Phyllis right after divorcing Sharon. Then you cheated on Phyllis, got Sharon pregnant during your marriage to Phyllis. You got engaged to Phyllis's sister. That blew up in your face. Like, you've had plenty of failed relationships, Nick. You've gotten back with your ex-wives and they didn't work. How many times has him and Sharon been engaged since they've been divorced? What, three, four times? And it blew up in his face every time? Who are you to dispense any type of logical advice? Like, I wouldn't take my advice from him. He's the last person I would listen to. The very last. Um, he just thinks he knows everything. Like he jumps up on his high horse all the time and it's annoying. The way that he stood there and lectured JT about Victoria and stuff like that, I was like, Nick, please shut the hell up. Like, please. For me personally, I don't see this relationship between JT and Victoria lasting because I really don't see it, honestly. She just came back from a business trip. Now she's jetting off, going right back, going to Paris. You just came back and now you're talking about going to Paris? That's a bad start to a relationship. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Like, you just came back from a business trip. Now you're about to hop on a plane and go back out of town. No. Especially when you didn't have to. Like, even Victor told her, why are you going to Paris to go check on Abby? She chose to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing if Victor told you to do it, but the fact that you're doing it on your own, when you just came back and you told JT that y'all were gonna spend time together and stuff like that. JT, I'm starting to feel like he feels like he's probably the new nanny to the kids or something, like, because that's pretty much what he does now. He just brings Johnny and Katie to school and back from school. You know, it's like babysitting basically. You know, instead of being in a relationship, it's ridiculous. I don't see them lasting. Um, why would Nick go to Sharon about Adam's money? Talking about, did Adam ever tell you about money he stashed in the pound? Why would Adam tell Sharon that about the money? Why would he tell Sharon? Him and Sharon, his last go around on the show, him and Sharon weren't even close. So I doubt he told her such personal information. Um, and why is Nick sitting there making decisions about the money when it's not even his money? Chelsea should be the one making decisions. The penthouse is technically hers. He lives there, but legally it's her penthouse. And he's sitting there talking about, oh, that money could be dirty, it could be shady. He talks about Adam as if Adam never had money, legit money. Like Adam was an investment banker. He worked at Newman off and on for years. He's made money. Hell, the money Chelsea's living off now is Adam's. You know, before she had Chelsea 2.0, she was living off Adam's money. She's still living off Adam's money. So, I mean, I can understand why he would think that. I mean, Adam was a part of a lot of shady things, but don't try to knock him like he was never a successful businessman. He was way more successful than Nick. That's for damn sure. Adam made Newman a lot of money and he made Victor a lot of money personally because he invested some of Victor's personal money for Victor and made him even more richer. Um, but I think Adam probably did stash that money there. I have a feeling that Chelsea know more about that money than she claiming. I think she definitely do. But she says she want to take the money and put it up for the kids or whatever. Don't those kids already have trust funds? I doubt they need any more money. Victor, I'm pretty sure, has trust funds set up for them kids in the millions. So I doubt they would even have to work. So why put up 250,000 for the kids? For what? Victor already has trust funds, and I'm pretty sure Adam left money. So I mean, I can understand putting it up for the kids, but still, it's like they have more than enough money already from Victor and Nikki and Adam. So them kids is straight. Um, but I do feel like she knows Chelsea definitely know more about that money than she claiming. She know more about that money. I really don't like her and Nick together. I really don't. It's such a mismatch. You can obviously tell she's still in love with Adam. She's not over Adam. And I feel like Nick is way more into Chelsea than she is to him. Like I just get that vibe. Like she's not really all that into dude. But he obviously can't see the signs. Or he doesn't want to see him. So anyway, Tessa. I kind of feel bad for Tessa as far as the homeless part. I feel bad that she is homeless, but I don't get why she didn't just tell Devon that she's having money problems, she's homeless, Noah kicked her out. Like, why don't you just tell Devon so that way? I mean, he owns the athletic club. He could easily get her a room at the club. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, maybe she's just too proud. I don't know. But sometimes you gotta set that pride aside. She should just ask him for help. You basically begged him for a job, so why not beg him for a place to stay? He would give you a room for free. Um, so now Devon wants to buy GC Buzz, and he wants to keep everybody on the staff on. Of course, Hillary's going to stay on as host and probably executive producer. I don't blame Hillary for wanting to sell it. I mean, you're getting top dollar for it. You're getting all these companies offering you big money for GC Buzz, and I would say hell yeah, take it. Why not? Because she wants to have a baby. She wants to make sure that her and the baby are financially secure. I really wish her and Devon would just get back together. I like them as a couple, and you could tell that Hillary has evolved. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely changed. Some people don't change all of their ways overnight, and I wouldn't really expect Hillary to change completely, and obviously she really hasn't. But she's changed significantly from a year ago, 2 years ago. She's definitely changed, and I like it. And you could tell Devon want to be back with her. The thing is, Devon don't know how to say it, and you could tell she wants to be back with him because you could see it in their eyes every time they look at each other. And I can't really see Devon with nobody else except Hillary at this point. He's had a couple failed relationships, mainly Mariah. I just wish that they would get back together. The chemistry is definitely there between him and Hillary. Um, I hope she do sell to him in Hamilton Winter's group. Mariah was getting on my nerves. Like, I understand you're worried about your job and stuff like that, but there's been no indication that you were going to lose your job. Like, calm down. If you're that worried about your job, how about you start filling out some applications in other places? Why don't you ask Victor if he could hook you up with a little job, a little assistant job or something at Newman? Maybe you could talk to Scott and work at hashtag as a producer or something, or an assistant producer. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's options, put some feelers out. There's other companies that you could go to, other businesses. Stop stressing, relax. It's not the end of the damn world. Calm down. You have options. Um, I really hope that in time Noah forgives Mariah. I understand why he's pissed at her though, because I would be too. Like, you basically try to steal his woman from him. I would be mad too. But hopefully, they could figure it out. Because I don't think she tried to hurt him intentionally. Like, she definitely did. Um, but I do hope that they figure this whole thing out quickly. But Noah has a right to be pissed. He definitely do. I ain't gonna say he don't, cause he does. I would be totally mad too, like ready to strangle somebody. But at the same time, it's like, Tessa is a thief. She's a liar, and Noah dodged a bullet from being with her. Like, I definitely don't want to see Mariah with Tessa. Definitely not. Tessa just a hot mess. She need to get herself together. Like, her life is just all over the place at this point. Like, she need to figure out her career and stuff like that. And I feel like Noah and Mariah needs to leave her in the dust. She's the past. Leave her in the past. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't even think about her no more. Um, but I do feel bad for Mariah and Noah and stuff like that, because you could tell like they're hurt and stuff. But I would definitely leave that girl alone. Like, I would not even mess with her. But anyway, this was a pretty good episode. I enjoyed it. I hope all you enjoyed it. Hit the comment section, let me know what you thought about this episode, and I'll see you all later. Peace.